If you've been wanting to decorate using rhinestones, but you're not really wanting to decorate using rhinestones, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to take Chroma Bling and turn it into what looks like rhinestones. So in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how to create the artwork using CadworxLIVE.com. But you can really use any type of material. But the cool thing about Chroma Bling or something with a metallic is you're going to get that mirror-like, that really kind of sparkle finish when you use a product that is going to have some type of iridescent, some type of sparkle, or a mirror or like metallic finish. So with Chroma Bling, we really kind of hit all of those categories. It has a metallic-like finish. As you can see, it's extremely glossy, even though the carrier is on this material. But it's going to have a glass-like finish once we remove the carrier. There's a little bit of sparkle if you look really, really close. And of course, the iridescent hue allows it to change depending on whatever color is around it. A lot of times rhinestones pick up other tones around them, so that's why I think Chroma Bling is an excellent material to use for this project. Now, Chroma Bling comes in multiple other colors, like a red, a pink, royal. You'll have to go check the colors out at Stahls.com, but I'm going to use royal, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with color today. So let's go ahead to the computer. I'm going to pull up CadworxLIVE.com and show you exactly how you can create this rhinestone art. All right, now that we are back at the computer, I have typed in CadworxLIVE.com, and that is CadworxLIVE.com. Now, this is a free design platform. It is cloud-based, meaning you could log in at your office, and then you could log in at your home and still be able to access all of your work. This is a completely free platform, and it allows you to design, upload, export, and of course, go send your art directly to VectorCut if that's the program that you're using when you are cutting your material. Now, keep in mind, if you are uploading your art anywhere, so somewhere like Stahls.com or TransferExpress.com, all you need to do is simply export your art and you can have your file. Okay, now what we need to do is go to these top navigation buttons. You can see design, you can see dashboard. I can go ahead and look at all of my files, my favorites, and all my artwork. And of course, we have online training as well. Now, I'm going to hit Launch Design Studio 2.2, and that's going to pop up a completely different window. So I'm going to head to that window now. All right, now that we have popped up our design window, as you can see right here, there are so many tools that you can do to help execute your art. We can go right here, which is a quick button, and it's going to say add text, or we can come right here with the drop down and select add text. Now, next, I've clicked add text. You can see right here, we're going to just quickly change what we want. So we're going to do choose. And we are going to go to rhinestone. This is where CadWorx has made it super, super easy. You don't have to go hunt for the type of text that you need, download that, purchase that file, and import it. It's all right here for free in CadworxLIVE. So I'm just going to click rhinestone. And that's going to pop up all of these different types of arts, or excuse me, text that you can see where you can either have an outline with the cavities where you can place your rhinestones in there, or of course turn around and use that for weeding purposes. Essentially, this could be the same thing with what we're going to create and what we're going to weed. So I'm just going to go ahead and select bead chain. And next, we're going to hit open down here at the bottom right. As you can see, it changes our font and it gives us those little dots that are going to look like rhinestones simply because of the material that we're choosing. Now, I'm hitting OK. And to make this super, super easy, I'm hitting Control D. And we're going to choose by double clicking and selecting. That's going to become your. If you give it just a second, it will automatically update to make sure everything looks correct. And then we hit OK. And then next, Control D again. And we're changing this one to happy. Now this is all uppercase. So yes, I have an uppercase H and lowercase rest of the letters, but as you can see, everything is automatically going to get updated. Now I'm just going to center those how I want. Select the whole thing by dragging a box around each word. I'm going to come up here and hit align, and then we're going to hit center just to make sure all three words are exactly where they need to be. Now from here we can, choose to shape it and hit weld, or we can hit condense. I'm going to hit condense just to make sure everything is in the same spot. Nothing is overlapping to where we really need it to weld together. However, weld or condense would do the same thing. Now from here, as you can see, our rhinestone art is done. It's complete. We could simply come down here to send to vector cut if we were using vector cut to send to our cutter, or we can hit export file if maybe you're cutting on a craft cutter or something that isn't supported by using vector cut. Next, I'm going to add just a little bit extra to this design. I'm going to come up and I am going to hit add clip art. I know I want to use some stars, so typing stars in the search box. And then I'm going to scroll down just to see what star I want. I'm going to select this one for now, and then I'm going to come back and grab the solid as well. Now by clicking your item, same thing for your text, you notice that we can change the size, which is now 19.36 in width, or we can shrink it and bring it down to 12.85. Sometimes I like to design bigger and then shrink and adjust just to see. Otherwise, you can easily zoom in and still keep your exact same size that you need to be working with. I'm just going to click these stars or this star and, shrink it down. Now, the thing that I'm going to be doing is cutting where many things are condensed versus placed, because I don't want to waste a lot of material with this. So I am going to just place the stars on our heat press later wherever I want them. Now, next, I'm going to zoom to fit. Let's go back to 200%. I'm going to add another star. Like I said, I want the full star just so we can have a little bit of an effect. And I'm going to come in and do the exact same thing. Now, if you want to see what your art is really going to look like prior to cutting everything, you can select each design, come up here. We're just going to go to Stahls Digital. There's also Glitter Flake. And you can go in and add different type of textures. That way you can really bring your design to life. But we're going to keep it pretty simple here, and just so we can kind of get an idea on what it's going to look like. So choose your happy, and then I know that all of these stars, I want to be a lime green. So we can kind of get an idea from here just to see what this will look like. It's going to look so much better in person. And keep in mind, I'm not condensing any of these stars where they are with our design, because I want to visually place them on the press and make sure I'm creating the look that I want. So from here, because I absolutely love this, we're going to select Save As. And we're going to do Choose Your Happy. You can see I've got tons of art in there. Now, if I ever need to come back to this, the file is saved in the cloud, meaning I can log in at somebody else's computer and pull up this artwork. Or if you have artists, they can come in, design, and you can pull it while you're in the shop. From here, we're going to hit Export File, and I want to save it as a vector. We're going to, let's say, upload this for Stahls. Or because I want to create a proof or something for social media. Let's do Choose Your Happy as the file name. You can choose to keep its transparency to help you when adding this art to anything, and select OK. And now my computer is downloading this file. So we've already exported. I'm going to go ahead and send everything to the cutter, and then we will meet back and weed and then apply. All right, so we are completely finished cutting both of our colors. Now, what you didn't see the first time was this fashion film electric, and it is called Sour Green Apple. I thought this was going to be a perfect play with our blue Chroma Bling. And of course, we are going to use a Comfort Colors, which is going to also have another shade of blue to it. I'll show you the garment in just a minute, but I wanted to show you how beautiful this sour green is. As you can see, it has a pearl-like finish. It also has a little bit of a metallic type of sheen, but when it comes to Chroma Bling, it is definitely not the mirror-like finish that you're gonna get with Chroma. So I don't know if you guys can see up close, but there we go, the light hit it just perfectly. You can see all of those little round cuts for the rhinestone type of effect. Okay, so let's start weeding. The Chroma Bling applies at 300 degrees for 10 seconds, and it's a cold peel. So what I am doing now is just making sure that I am peeling you know, at a slower speed, because I don't want any of these dots to pop off. Now, this isn't very tacky, and this is actually a lot thinner than what you may think for something that has such a mirror-like finish. This is a fairly thin material for something of such shiny caliber. You know, mirror-like finishes typically they're typically thicker, but this actually feels really, really nice to the touch and will feel great on the shirt. Especially with having a rhinestone type of template, we're gonna get a lot of movement out of this logo. Okay, so next we're just going to come in and remove the centers. It's kind of sticking to itself. I'm not going too close to the edge because I don't want to puncture the other part of those circles. So I kind of just picked and grab. And then instead of cutting, I am just going to easily remove the outside part. Okay, I am using a Hotronix Auto Clam, and I have switched out our 16 by 20 and put in my favorite platen, which is the tag-along platen. I'm just gonna thread our shirt, so I'm gonna open it up, slide it in, and just make sure it's nice and adjusted, our collar is off. And then from here, I'm just going to pre-press for 4 seconds and make sure our pressure and everything else is good to go. Up next, we are going to add our rhinestones. Now I am going to give myself a little bit further down just in case I want to add the stars. I have creased the transfer right in the center to help me align everything. And then just putting our cover sheet right back on top. Now this is going to automatically open, and like I said, it is a cold peel. So I'm going to let this cool down, take it off, and then we will come back on with our other color. Okay, our logo has cooled down, and just to show you how beautiful and easy this is to peel, the first part is complete. All right, now what we're going to do is just open this back up and put it back over our platen. And then, like I said, I am just going to place some stars randomly throughout. No rhyme or reason. All right, cover sheet goes back over. And again, this is a hot peel. That was only 4 seconds, so I'm going to go for another quick. All right, so like I said, Fashion Film Electric is for 15 seconds, and it is a hot peel. Now, if one is touching on the Chroma Bling, I just want to make sure that I am just double checking before I peel and didn't mean or want to peel. All right, so our rhinestone shirt without using rhinestones is complete. And as you can see, this Chroma Bling just really changes and shifts with the light and of course the surrounding. And you can just really get that beautiful look. So easy to make. It's very, very lightweight on the garment. And of course, we've added a couple of other pops playing around with the tones in this particular blue Chroma Bling. And now the shirt is motivational, inspirational, and of course has that just enough pop to really grab your customer's attention. I'm Kelly Walters. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. I hope this helps when it comes to decorating with something like rhinestones without going out and actually utilizing rhinestones. Even if you decorate with rhinestones, give something like this a try and see if you can find a way to complement both types of heat transfer products. We'll see you next time.